Excel challenge number 5. We will enter the headings first for cash book, first date, then add or less, then bank cash, then amount, then type, account, and details. Selecting the heading, first we will make it as a table, home tab, format as a table, this one, my table as headers, click OK. Now that is done. Now, first data validation rule. In date tab, go to data, click on data validation, the rule is opened. We are entering a date, and the rule for date is it should be a particular date. Minimum it should be a date, but we can give it as greater than or equal to January 1st, 2023. Okay, so that is done. Now we cannot enter any number here or any text here, only date will be accepted. Now second one, add or less. Add or less, it is having only two options, add or less. So we can give it as a list in data validation. For that, go select the cell, go to data validation. Instead of this, select list, then type add, comma, then less. Click OK. Now drop down arrow came here. Just click on that. You can see add or less available. Okay, like this. Now bank or cash. For bank or cash, we have to create a bank or cash details table. So I'm renaming this sheet as cash book. Then renaming the support this as support file. Okay. Now creating the first one, bank cash. First one, say Peter. This is one of the account, Federal 123. Then Peter SBI 234. Then Mrs. Peter, you can add as you want. Is Peter Federal 789. Then cash account also we can add Peter cash, Mrs. Peter cash. So this will be listed here. This you make a table. Select the data, go to home, conditional formatting as a table. My table as address. Click OK. Now rename this as bank cash underscore cash. So that is done. Now we can link it this here. Select the cell, go to data, data validation. Instead of any value, select list, and here equal to indirect. We have given the heading as the table name. Indirect support data, select the cell. The same only. Bracket close, enter. Now you can see there is a drop down menu coming. Just click on the drop down menu. All these items are listed. Why we are making it as a table and linking it is when we add a line item here, say for example Peter axis 567, enter, automatically this will be included inside the table, and this will be automatically included here as well. See, it is added here. That is the reason we are showing it as a table. Now validation rule for amount is it should be an amount. There is no restriction. So here data validation, it should be a decimal. It can be a decimal point. If there is say less than or equal to, and typing a number 10 lakhs. Click OK. Now any number will be accepted here, but in data text will not be accepted like that. Okay. Now we need to select type. Normally home transactions will be expense, income, and transfer. We'll create a data for that. So type expense, income, transfer. Okay, so we'll create the table from this form tab, format as a table, this one, selecting the heading, click OK. Now it's formatted as a table. Now we'll select from that drop down menu. For that, select the cell here, go to data, go to data validation. In that, select the list here equal to indirect, bracket open, go to support data, select the heading, bracket close, enter. Where it's in, you want to continue? Yes. The reason is we didn't name this table. So select this, go to table design, name it as type. Now come back here. Let's see what is coming here. See, the data is coming. Now it is clear. Now we need to select account. That means in expense account, some expense as a expense type, some expense account will be listed. For income type, some income account. For transfer type, the bank accounts needs to be listed. Whenever I select income, only accounts related to income should be showing. Whenever I select expense, only accounts related to account should be shown. So like that, classification should be there. For that kind of data validation, we have to create three different tables. That is, first one, income. In that, salary, interest, gift. This is one of the item. Then second one, expense. This is say fuel charges, grocery, medical, studies, traveling. Some heads I have added. Select then one more, transfer. For transfer, it will be directly similar to the cash account available on the left side. I'm copy pasting to the down, automatically I'm getting the data like this. Okay, now I'm making this as a table. Form tab, format as a table. My table as address, yes, click OK, and table name is income. Here, expense, format as a table, selecting this, my table as address, click OK. Now this name of the table will be expense. Now this one, selecting the data, format as a table, my table as address, click OK, and the name is transfer. That is done. Okay, now we need to link. Okay, so here the whatever drop down list will be there, that should come based on the value on the left side cell. So if it is income selected, then income related account should be shown. For that, what you have to do is go to data, go to data validation. In that list you select, and source should be indirect, equal to indirect, bracket open, select the cell and remove the dollar sign, because when I copy paste down, this should move. Click OK. And from here, you can see if income is selected, this is the items. If transfer is selected, these are the items. And if expense is selected, these are the items. And detail, there is no restriction is required, because whatever detail that we can enter. So I will enter some dummy entries. Now based on this, I'll create a pivot table. I need account wise details or type wise details. I'm adding type, I'm adding amount, I'm adding details here. So hope you liked it. Please let me know in the comments if you need anything more.